It's me again, Elandria Ramsey, here to give you a presentation on the educational benefits, educational merits of video games. As you can see here, I have listed 5 topics of discussion. But let's just begin by saying that there's been a lot of talk or discussion on the negative aspects, the negative results of video games. People saying that there are medical problems that result as of playing video games, psychological problems, as well as aggressive behavior. Now, there's a few negatives that have been researched and discussed. But I want to tell you about the positives, because there are many, many more positives than negatives as a result of interacting with video games. Let's just start with the first one, edutainment. Now this is just a little play on words. It's the combination of education and entertainment. Now, we're talking about educating while entertaining. So let's just look at some of the things that is involved in edutainment. We're talking about fun activities, exciting games, being able to keep the children, or adults for that matter, attention span for long periods of time, but still yet learning in the midst of it. As you look on your games, they have to be able to keep the score. What does the score consist of? Numbers. And numbers keeping score consists of math. So you're learning basic math. They're learning to read. They're learning to exercise languages when they hear various characters on the game talk. So all these functions, all these skills are being obtained through a video game. Let's move on down to interactivity. Interactivity is stimulating learning. We have the kids interacting with the game. They're finding that the games are very educational, very interesting. So, you know, they're just learning, and the interactivity is getting them ready for other skills that will be accomplished through the video games. Let's move on down to curiosity. Curiosity, number 3. Curiosity also stimulates learning. It also shows our imagination. With imagination, we have innovativeness, we have developing skills, we have goals that are being set. All this is achieved through curiosity. You learn how to explore, you learn how to invent. This is obtained through curiosity, and curiosity through the benefits of the educational video games. Let's move on down to technology. Now, many have found their niche, their skill in technology. You play your video games, you're learning, you get curious. All these things are relating to one another and moving on into our last one. But with technology, they found that Kids have developed skills in information technology, which happens to be our course of study. So if a video game inspires a youth or an adult to venture into information technology, all praise comes from me on this. So they just develop knowledge, they develop skills that are crucial, that are important for our career, our source, our careers, I'm forgetting my words here, just bear with me. But just move along. Just technology is something that is what has been inspired from playing the video games. Some people have ventured into technology, so that's a great benefit. Let's move on to self-esteem. I know you're probably wondering, how is self-esteem been accomplished through video games? Well, if you go into the interactivity, can tie in with the self-esteem. Other kids play, and if the other kids are involved in playing, they're learning how to develop their social skills. They're developing friendships, educational statuses. All this can be accomplished through the video games. Many video games you can get online. You can establish friendships online. So this is again social. This is self-esteem building. It's also a barrier breaker. I mean, all ages, all ethnic groups, all backgrounds, religions, sexes can enjoy video games, and there's no stipulations. This is how self-esteem ties into our educational benefits. So as I go over here to some additional benefits, I just want to put a few up here. May not be able to get through them all because time is of the essence here. Additional benefits, we have hand and eye coordination. Hand and eye coordination. You're watching the video game, you're actually functioning with the joystick or remote. Video games can improve vision. And this was research by students at the University of Rochester, where they did a study that those that were not playing video games versus those that were had an increase in their vision as a result of playing video games. Isn't that awesome? Improves multitasking. Now, we're talking about being able to do more than one thing at one time. Improves reflexes. Reflexes can be improved as a result of video games. And throwing, catching, kicking. All these things were improved as a result of video games. So I beg to differ on the negatives versus the positives of video games. Not only is it educational, but it can be interactive, social, technology. All these things have been as a result of video games.